Hey guitar friends, hope you're having a great new year and you're making all of your guitar dreams come true. You know what I hate to see is when a guitarist stops trying to learn to play the guitar during their first year of learning to play. Why does this happen? Well, today we're going to talk a little bit about that. Coming up, I'm going to have 5 tips for you on how to master the guitar and make sure that you don't quit in your first year. Coming right up. So today we're talking about why do so many beginner guitar players give up in the first year of learning how to play the guitar. And I think it's an important thing to talk about because unfortunately we do see this from time to time. I've got a lot of friends who picked up guitar and gave up after a few months, and I'm sure you know some as well, and this may have even happened to you. So today what I want to do is explore 5 tips to help you to make sure that you don't quit if you just started learning how to play the guitar. All right, stick around to the end of the video because I am going to share 2 bonus tips and I want to make sure that you get those. So let's get started. So tip number 1, start with basic chords. In my ebook, Mastering the Basics of Guitar, 7 Essential Chords for Beginners, if you get that ebook, it's right down here, by the way. We start with E minor and progress and work our way up to 7 chords that every beginner should know. Examples of some chords that you should know and should practice because they exist in so many popular songs, for example, is C major, E major, D major, A major, and of course, G major. Those 5 chords are heard in hundreds, if not thousands, of songs. So what I encourage you to do is stick with your basic chords and practice transitioning between those chords, whether it's E minor or D major or A major or A minor. All of those basic chords are important to learn how to transition between them. Once you learn how to master those chords and transition between those chords, playing the guitar becomes a lot of fun. And fun is the secret to really sticking with guitar, in my opinion. As long as you're having fun playing the guitar as you learn, you're going to stick with it. It's when practice becomes difficult and hard a lot of times that we give up. So start with basic chords and stick with it. That's tip number 1. Okay, tip number 2, practice regularly. It's really important as a beginner guitarist to make sure you're getting your reps in. If you are looking to get in shape, for example, you're not going to see any results if you don't do it, exercise regularly, right? Same thing with the guitar. You've got to have regular times of practice. So just a suggestion, if you're a very, very busy person, which most of us are, make sure that you set aside a certain amount of time so that you can practice your guitar, focus on the lesson that you're working on, and allow some time for some fun. You got to have some fun time during that practice time or else you'll get burned out. It's just as simple as that. As far as how much time you should spend, I always recommend at least 30 minutes per day. For some people, that's not enough. For other people, that's too much. So everybody's different. But make sure that you schedule practice time for the guitar, and I highly encourage you to practice it every day. In fact, my brother David, he just brought this up to me the other day. Another good tip that goes along with that is keep your guitar close by all the time. Now, I know that I say keep your guitars stored in the case because you want to make sure they last a long time. That's important, but it's always good to keep your guitar close by where you can easily grab it. I like to keep one in the living room every morning. I'm tempted to grab it right after I get my morning coffee, and I usually grab it every day. So that is another really good tip. Thanks, David. Okay, tip number 3, timing and rhythm is very important, and that's why it's also very important to either purchase a metronome, which you can get at your local music store. They help you keep time and rhythm. You can also download them a lot of times on your iPhone or your Android. And I've seen a lot of metronome programs out there that are totally free. So it's important to have a way to keep time. Now, if you have a brother that plays drums or somebody that you can jam with and they play drums, that helps as well. But if you don't, you can also purchase a drum machine. I use my Alesis drum machine all the time. It helps me to get my creative juices flowing. I create the rhythm and then I'll jam along with it on the guitar. It's very essential for practice to have some way to keep time so that you develop very good rhythm as you progress. Okay, tip number 4, learn basic strumming patterns. Something as simple as down, down, up, down, down, up, down can mean a world of difference in whether or not you're going to continue to learn to play the guitar or quit. As a beginner guitarist, it's important to learn how to do chords and everything on the fretboard, but it's just as important to learn rhythm and strumming techniques. I teach my students in all of my courses from the beginning how to strum the guitar. I highly encourage you, if you have not learned how to strum, explore YouTube, talk to your guitar teacher about this. Make sure that you know how to strum as soon as you can. A simple strumming technique like I just demonstrated, down, down, up, down, can mean a world of difference in your guitar playing and having fun. For example, down, up, down, down. Thank you, Bob Seger, for that one. So down, down, up, down, down, up, down. It's a great strumming technique to learn, even if you just do down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down when you're first starting out. But you got to learn strumming techniques. That's going to help you to master the guitar. This brings us to tip number 5, which is all about having fun, learning how to play the guitar. Because as I said before, if you're not having fun, then you're probably going to quit. You got to have fun. So, tip number 5, learn songs that you enjoy playing. So it's important to learn songs from the very beginning. As soon as you're able to master some basic chords, find some songs that you really enjoy listening to that you'd like to learn how to play. There's nothing more fun than finally learning your first song. I'll never forget the first time that I played Slow Ride by Foghat. I wanted to learn that song so bad. And when I finally learned it, I thought I was invincible. And from there, I got better and better and better and started learning more and more songs. So I don't know what song it is you want to learn, but whatever that song is, as long as it's within your playing ability, make sure it's not too difficult of a song to learn, then I encourage you to learn that song. Once you learn that song, you're going to be wanting to learn the next song and the next and the next. And that's a big part of all the magic that comes with learning the guitar, is learning to play songs and then make your own songs up. Then it gets even more fun. So those are the 5 tips that I recommend to help you master the guitar. Oh, but wait, I told you there's 2 more tips. All right, here comes tip number 6. Tip number 6 is to download my free ebook. You can get this right here. It's totally free, and it'll help you get started on mastering the basics of guitar. Yes, there are a couple of chords in that book that are a little bit tough, but I saved those for the end, and I help you get off to a good start in the beginning. And tip number 7, bonus tip, is Guitar Jumpstart 101. That is our guitar course that we offer through All About Guitar Academy that is going to take you through everything you need to know as a beginner. It's very comprehensive and you can go at your own pace. It includes 40 plus private lessons that you can access unlimited when you sign up. All right, so hey, I hope all your guitar dreams come true and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Don't give up.